Welcome to the Prattle, the best ep yet, episode 8. It is Thursday, February 8th, the evening of the NBA trade deadline, so we can definitely get into that in this episode. But to start, we talk NFL, then we get into NCAA basketball, and we talk about the NBA hard. We end with 2 new segments, so let's hope those go well. But first, your favorite IM teams had games this week, and your favorite podcast host, whose name is Pop, has a little college chemistry story for us today. Pop, take it away.
Boys and peepees, listen to this. Jeez. I had a chemistry exam Wednesday.
Okay, all right.
You with me?
I got you.
Usually have that class Monday, Wednesdays. On Monday, we had a snow day. So we didn't have class, we didn't get time to review, didn't have time to answer questions.
Okay.
So I was studying for the exam Tuesday night, and this chemistry exam has a ton of equations. So I didn't want to study all the equations, so I emailed my professor, hey, are we going to have a formula sheet on this exam?
All right.
No reply.
What?
No reply. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Show up to the exam next morning at 8:30, and luckily there was a formula sheet, which was good, whatever. Took the exam. After I got done with the exam, I open up my phone, and I see an email from Dr.
No
Blank.
name dropping.
No name drops. I'll keep that confidential. And it says, an hour ago, during the middle of my exam, he emailed me, and it said, no, we will not have a formula sheet. In the middle of my exam.
Wait, what?
Really?
The audacity.
Dude.
Really?
Awfully helpful.
This man was 20 feet away from me, and he couldn't have said anything.
Oh, my God. But, hey.
He watched you
Shake
take
my
that
head.
exam
Yeah,
while he
he was probably staring into your soul while you're doing, like, Pop, like, really? And then you look at him, really? Come on, man.
My tuition dollars are going towards great people.
Hey, just great professors. Hey, another way you can use your tuition dollars. I am hoops, yes sir. Westman. Ooh,
Love I Am
Westman.
Hoops.
How did your I am hoops go this week?
Well, we played Wednesday night, and if you were a PP, you already
Right,
know how
they were there.
I was there. Yep.
Right, yep. And it went okay. We lost 61-40. We're 1-1. We'll bounce back next week.
How much did you win by the first game?
Infinity.
Yes,
Looking at
sir. Yes, sir.
Attaboy.
Hey,
What's your team name?
yeah. What's the team name?
Well, it's a bunch of kickers and then a wide receiver and a running back. So
You're playing
don't
football
know.
or basketball?
we're playing basketball, but with pads on.
Okay, Wes.
Oh.
Okay.
We
Makes sense. Wes,
Go ahead, Pop.
Wes, man, how many points did he have?
I had 4 points.
Oh.
4. Okay. I'll put it on the stat sheet.
Okay. Hey.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it's got to
guessing
be.
2 for 2.
No. No.
Hey, you chucking out there, Wes?
I'm not a
Okay.
chucker.
39 shots.
Some Trey Young cheese?
Or was it a one-shot, 4-point play?
Bang bang. Yeah.
Was it?
1 for 1 from the strike.
No, I'll save that for
Okay,
next week.
attaboy.
Okay,
Hey,
okay,
we can't wait to hear about it next week. And another member of our gang, our most important member, dare I say, Producer Deans. You had a game this week.
Producer Deans. Yes. My team won our game. We're 3-0 in the A League.
Oh, shoot.
We won by 4-ish points
to
against a
brag.
team. Okay. So our team had 5 players show up. Their team had 5 players show up. No subs. I've been drinking a lot of pop. I'm not in shape. It was rough. And then one of their guys fouled out with like 10 minutes left in the game. So they were playing with 4 guys. And I think we did worse against the 4 guys than we did
What?
against the 5. They stayed in the game the entire time.
What?
No, I think we won. We won by 3 because they shot a last-second shot and they missed it. So we won by 3 points, and for a quarter of the game, they only had 4
Okay,
points.
so you're telling me you guys played worse against 4 guys?
Yeah, I've never seen a 4-man
hey.
zone. I was just discombobulated.
So the way to beat you in your guys' team is just not play with 5 guys, just 4 guys at all times.
It was
Right,
more about the mind
right.
games.
Hey,
of
well,
basketball.
that happened in college this year. Alabama versus Minnesota. Alabama almost beat Minnesota
Exactly.
with 4 guys. So, hey,
Yeah,
mind
see,
games.
this isn't unheard of.
Mind
Give
games.
us a break.
Okay,
Come on.
fine. Hey, and you scoring double digits?
I think I just barely hit double digits. I think I had 10.
Okay.
Don't be fooled though. I'm trash. I was playing the entire game. I get to the hole and then the ball just doesn't go.
Okay. Okay.
Well, that's 6 more points than Wesley and 10 points
Well,
more than me.
I wasn't gonna
Yep.
compare. Come
Well,
on.
what can you expect from Westman, right? Right.
We're different players.
Westman is
We're
a
different players.
defensive juggernaut.
Exactly.
Hey.
He's got the fundamentals down.
Low to the ground.
Oh yeah. that is true. And hey, listen. I'm taking over the reins in the high school coaching ranks. You know, my team was 2-10 when I got there. You know, we're 2-1 since I've started coaching. It's not a big deal, but it is. It really is. I'm right.
You've doubled your
and in
wins.
only 3 games. So it's amazing. We just beat our arch rivals by 15 after they lost by 20 before that. It's not a big deal. I'm the greatest coach since Coach K, and you will see me, and I will go as TCB. That will be my name when I'm coaching the Michigan Wolverines in 5 short years.
Well, yeah, you're moving up the ladder. You're starting out at JV. Maybe eventually you'll manage a fantasy basketball team.
Yeah,
Who
hey,
knows?
now that is right.
One can
right.
dream.
That might be excessive, dude. That's a lot of work. That is a lot of work.
Anyways, enough of the real sports. We'll get into the less exciting sports, like professional sports. But NFL, Jimmy G signed a 5-year, $137.5 million contract with the 49ers.
Good
Jeez.
grief.
What?
Oh my gosh. Okay, yes. I listen. I want to touch on that first. $137.5 million. Jimmy, really? You got to be so petty to ask for another $500,000. Come on, man. That's ridiculous. But mostly, we're talking about this because one of our biggest PPs, Chrome, on Instagram at Prattle_TCB, he hit us up and he's like, "This is a crazy contract going down. What do you think? Do you guys think he's worth all that money?" And it is a lot of money. Pop, what do you think about this contract? You think he's worth it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He deserves every single penny from that contract.
Oh.
What San Francisco needs right now is stability at quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Giving Jimmy G this contract will give him that stability. It will make Jimmy G stay in San Fran, and that's what this football team needs to be successful. I think the 49ers did the right thing.
Right.
They made the smart choice.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's one way to look at it. You need to step in that right direction, and solidifying a quarterback that you think is your future is the one way to do it. Wes, what do you think? What do you think about the Niners move?
Pop, I'm sorry. I could not disagree more.
It's okay.
The problem here,
Explain.
okay, this is a 5-year deal. I've got a couple problems with this. This deal is unprecedented in a couple of different facets. Jimmy Garoppolo has started 7 games, and yes, he's undefeated, but it's only 7 games, and in my opinion, he hasn't proven himself. And to go out and give him a 5-year deal based on 7 games, that's just too bold by the 49ers. This could go the wrong way very quickly. And with the dollar amount, this is a big problem. There are many QBs that deserve this kind of money, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, but Jimmy Garoppolo is not one of these guys. You saw when Matthew Stafford got that big contract and everybody was talking about it. He deserved that contract. He proved himself in Detroit. He threw for 5,000 yards on multiple occasions. But Jimmy Garoppolo has not proven himself. If I were the 49ers, I would have given him a 2-year contract.
Westman, Jimmy G has proven himself.
Based on what?
He was going to be the next guy in New England before Bill Belichick traded him.
Why isn't he?
What do you mean? Bill Belichick wanted to make a statement. That's a whole different thing.
If I know anything from history, I know that Bill Belichick knows a whole lot more than we do. Why did he trade Jimmy Garoppolo?
Because, hey, he traded Jimmy Garoppolo because he knew that Jimmy Garoppolo was going to be pushing Tom Brady. And he also knew that him and Tom Brady got all those Super Bowls together. And he was not going to be winning with another quarterback, even if that would actually bring him wins. He knew that Brady got him those rings. And he knew that he had to get Garoppolo out of there. So Brian Hoyer is not going to be pushing Tom Brady. So it's just to keep that peace in New England. That was the reasoning behind Belichick getting rid of a great quarterback in Garoppolo, Wes.
I'm certain that's possible, and Jimmy Garoppolo does have the look. He has a lot of potential. But is it really $140 million potential? Are they really going out on a limb here and saying, we put all this trust in you to be our franchise quarterback for the next 10 years and win us all these football games when they've been absolute garbage in these past few years? I don't think it's going to work out for them.
Hey, Wes, normally you and I are on the same page, but I have to completely 100% side with you, Pop, on this one.
Thank you.
Of course. You need a quarterback in this league. And, Wes, you said Matthew Stafford has proved himself in this league, though Jimmy Garoppolo and Matthew Stafford have the exact same amount of playoff wins. The exact same amount, and that's 0, right? Jimmy Garoppolo is 7-0 in the league, and he looks like the real deal. You can't just go into San Fran, a team that was literally horrible without a quarterback, put them in there, and they go 5-0. That doesn't happen, okay? That's a special talent. Also, marketing-wise, that man is the greatest-looking man I've seen in a long time, okay? That will pay off itself immediately, okay? But all jokes aside, Jimmy Garoppolo on the field, you pay him whatever you need, San Fran, in order to keep him around. You need a quarterback, and he is the real deal. He is the next great quarterback in this league, along with Carson Wentz.
Well, I agree. I may have explained myself incorrectly. He should be the franchise quarterback in San Francisco, but my problem is with the dollar amount and with the 5-year contract. I think they should have signed him to a 2-year deal, see what they can get out of him, see if he really has the potential, and at that point, pay him the money by all means.
But, hey, somebody else would have paid him the money, Wes, this offseason, and San Fran does not want to risk that.
Exactly. They're basically trapping him in San Francisco.
Right.
They believe in him so much, and he has shown that he's a great quarterback.
Right.
They're trapping him there so he can be the franchise quarterback. If he goes for a 2-year deal, realizes that San Fran is not the place for me, he can leave. But now he's stuck in this deal.
Right. Exactly. And honestly, he probably would have signed elsewhere. He would have signed maybe in Denver or in Cleveland, where he could have gotten the kind of long-term deals. Because, Wes, it's crazy to think, but Kirk Cousins was looking at getting a max deal. It's these quarterbacks, that's what you need in the NFL. And if you think even for the smallest second you have found one of those special talents, the top 5 quarterbacks in the league in the future, you need to go all in. And I don't care about the dollar amount at this time. They're going to still be able to build a solid roster of players, especially through the draft this year. They got a high first-round pick, maybe get Saquon Barkley out of Penn State. And then they're set, man. I'm excited to watch San Fran. They're going to be good for a while.
All right, and that's all we have for the NFL. Let's get into some NCAA basketball. Westman, what'd you do before the podcast?
You know, it was my roommate's birthday. Not Kyle that came on the show last week, but Tyler. Shout out to Cup. Happy birthday! He turned 21 today. We went out to dinner. I got home just in time to catch the UNC versus Duke basketball game. And guess who won, folks? My Tar Heels, baby. 82-78, incredible game. I was at the edge of my seat the whole time. We shot incredibly. We had some great guys, some role players come out tonight, and we got the W against our rival.
No, yeah, I listened to you. I think we were on their Skype call when the game ended. You were a little bit excited. What'd you say?
I got a little excited, maybe a few expletives.
No.
Hey, Wes.
Did you say F Grayson Allen?
I said, Grayson Allen, I really don't like you, and I don't have a lot of respect for you. That's what I said.
I was just gonna ask if you liked Grayson Allen at all, Pop or Wes.
No. That name.
No
is a curse
explanation
word.
needed.
Not even a little bit.
No.
So this is North Carolina's year then, right?
Listen, there can only be so many years. Like, we have to take turns. We have to let a couple people have it now and then. We can't win it every year.
So is it Virginia's year?
I think it's Virginia's year.
All right, Kai, you hear that? Even Wesley endorses that.
Hey.
But we had St. John's after that win over Duke. Another big win this week.
My goodness.
Villanova, number 1.
Yeah, they were only the third team in history to have a losing record and beat the number 1 seed on the road. Like, that is literally insane. And they had no conference wins before they beat Duke, which isn't in their conference, but then they beat Villanova, and I'm in awe. Like, how is this team so bad, and then they just all of a sudden get hot? And then I realized, dude, this is why college basketball is so great. This is why the tournament is so great. You get these teams, these at-large bid teams, or these teams from really small conferences, and that's when you see Middle Tennessee State beat Michigan State. You know, that's when you see Lehigh beat Duke. It's just an incredible thing, and I'm just so glad that I've been able to watch these St. John's games. It's been amazing.
You're right, Toby. It's really awesome to watch, and I can't wait for March to come around. Anybody can get hot this year, and we haven't seen a number 1 settle in at that spot as the top dog. You had Villanova losing, you had Duke losing, you had Purdue losing again. They lost to Ohio State.
Right.
And now Virginia might, if they beat Virginia Tech here on Saturday, College Game Day, they will be the number 1 seed on Monday for the first time since the 1980s. So this could be really big for them.
Boys, don't hop on this bandwagon, please.
What, the Cavaliers bandwagon?
No, the St. John's bandwagon.
Okay.
I'm all in. They should be ranked.
Oh, God.
Come tournament time. Come tournament time. They're going to be on that spreadsheet. And you're going to be so tempted to take them. But I'm saying it now. Don't take them. They're going to flop.
Pop, listen to me. St. John's is not going to be in the tournament.
They're not going to be in the
They're not
Uh-huh.
even going to be close. They're really bad. Like, their resume is so bad besides the Villanova Duke. I don't even know if they'll make the NIT, to be honest. They're literally, I'm not lying. This team, their resume, their RPI was like 350. Like, literally 350 before they beat Duke and Villanova. That's like one of the worst teams in all of college basketball. I'm like, oh my goodness.
So is Duke and Villanova bad?
No.
They're
Listen,
vulnerable.
they're not. Yeah.
True, maybe Duke and Villanova should be unranked.
Okay.
Yes.
Producer Dean's.
Couldn't agree
Producer
more.
Dean's. Hush.
Could not agree more.
Pop, you as well. Okay. No. I think what this is showing us this year is that no, Villanova and Duke are not bad. But every team is flawed and almost majorly flawed in at least one area. I think that's why people are jumping on this Virginia Cavalier bandwagon, because you can't really find a major flaw on this team.
Well, what I really like about them, and I've said it before, is their consistency. You can always count on their starting 5 to produce the way they produced in the past. And that defense is just hard to get by.
Okay, so this is a Virginia-endorsed Prattle. All of us That's our pick for this national championship.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Deans. You are no. Listen to me. Duke's gonna win the national championship, like I said before. Grayson Allen is one of my favorite players in college. That man is electrifying.
Oh my God.
That man is humble. That man is electrifying. He puts on a show every night. He looks like a vampire, so that's also cool. And this man can score at will. And they have Marvin Bagley, and they have Trayvon Duval, and they have Gary Trent Jr. They have everybody, dude. Sure, they've lost to North Carolina. Sure, they've lost to St. John's, but, dude, come March. You think the Virginia Cavaliers are going to beat Duke in March? Come on. Get out of here.
Don't sleep, TCB. Stay awake. Stay awake.
I am a little tired.
Okay, so one last thing before we move on. So Westman mentioned nobody being able to secure the number 1 spot. Do you think that this means for March Madness that the number 1, number 2, number 3 seeds will go down early? I mean, obviously the 1's not going to lose to the 16, but do you think we'll see more of the top seeds going down earlier because of their vulnerabilities, like Wesley said?
That's a great
Well,
question.
coming from my perspective, I can only hope. That would be fantastic because the way after this game against Duke tonight, UNC is pivoting toward a 4 or a 5 seed. When they were looking that they would drop maybe to a 9 or a 10, they weren't looking too good. If we can bounce back in the ACC and win a couple games, we can bounce up toward that 4 or 5. And if a 1, 2, 3, a couple of those guys get knocked out, that just leaves it open for us. But again, besides my UNC bias, I love upsets, cheering for the underdog.
Heck yeah.
If we see a 16 seed beat a 1 seed, oh, that would be just amazing.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, come on, it's never happened. Though, listen, if Gonzaga, when Gonzaga is a 1 seed, they always just squeak by that 16 seed every time. I think it's gonna happen, and it just doesn't. I get so excited, but Deans, I love your question because normally you have these 1 and 2 seeds that are just rolling people, and that's just not the case this year. So, to make just a quick little prediction about this March Madness, I see 1 2 seed dropping, I see 1 4 seed dropping, and then I see 3 5 seeds dropping, 3 to 12 seeds. You can always bet on some 5-12 upsets there, and like Wes was saying, I love upsets. Bob, you think that might create a little bit more of a possibility for upsets because of the vulnerability of these top teams?
Absolutely, and I'm looking forward to it. Just kidding. I want the best teams to be in it. I want to watch good basketball, not these small schools and these Cinderella stories. I want to watch good basketball. And I think these 1 seeds, these 2 seeds, these 3 seeds will bring me good basketball. Yes, it's exciting to watch underdogs beat. I like the David and Goliath story, but I would rather have good product, good basketball.
Okay, Pop. That's where we differ. But because I think you can get good basketball with those Cinderella stories. Just look at Davidson with Steph Curry, holy moly, and George Mason
Toby,
back in the day.
Toby, I agree, and there isn't a drop off anymore, going from the top seeds to the 12 seed, 13 seed range. The gap has narrowed in the past 10 years. 10 years ago, the 12 seeds weren't even considered to upset a 5 seed. Now, you're looking at maybe 50% will topple the 5 seed.
Right.
You know, so the talent is so widespread across America. Any team can get hot and can play good basketball and upset a big team. And 10 years ago, you mentioned Davidson. It took somebody like Steph Curry, or it took incredible coaching in order for an upset to happen. Now, there's so much talent in NCAA that anybody can do it. Anybody can get hot enough to beat a 5 seed, a 4 seed, a 3 seed, even a 2 seed.
Right. And I think one reason why that is happening, Wes, is the emergence of social media. You know, these smaller schools had no way to reach out to these bigger star athletes. But now they're able to via social media and via an early an early communication outlets now that the rules have changed in that manner. And you see when you look at the ESPN 100 and the ESPN 300 in football, you see just random schools. Like you even see Wichita State. I think there was 3 ESPN 100s from Wichita State. So you think of Wichita State as like a little giant killer, but now they're becoming a giant, and you're seeing a lot of these teams becoming giants, and it's been really cool to see.
Yeah, for sure. March Madness, bound to be a great one. As always, everyone's looking forward to it. But today, professional basketball, we had the trade deadline, and we thought we were going to get blue balled. Didn't really have any trade rumors. And then, you know what, just hit the fan. And
Wham!
Everything just went crazy.
Bam!
We had the Cavs completely redoing part of their roster. We had big moves all over the league. But before we get into that, I want to hear from TCB real quick. Kristaps went down with a torn ACL. R.I.P. to Kristaps. R.I.P. to the New York Knicks.
Correct.
So who else but Ben Simmons to replace him in the All-Star game, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Who else?
Nope.
Oh wait. Kemba.
Wes, what do you have to say about Ben Simmons getting into the All-Star game?
Oh, wait, it wasn't Ben Simmons. It was Kemba Walker.
Hey.
2 years in a row, my dog down in Charlotte, Buzz City.
Oh my gosh. Wes. Hey, listen. I don't let me get heated on this again, okay? I'm trying to back up my boy Ben Simmons, top 5 point guard in the NBA, okay? And nobody's giving him any love. Kemba Walker, Goran Dragic. You serious? You're joshing me.
Listen.
What?
I just want to start off by saying this is so unfortunate that LeBron is losing so many of his all-star players. This is just rough for him. He's having a rough season this year.
That's so sad.
No, but for real, I don't have a problem with the Kemba Walker choice, but the Goran Dragic, that just doesn't make any sense to me. And really what I hate about this is that Ben Simmons, it seems like he's not getting any love because he's a rookie. Like, is there some sort of veteran rule if you play him enough years, you get to be an all-star? Is that how it works now? I feel like Adam Silver would have made a better choice than this.
Wait, does Adam Silver make the?
Yeah.
Or
Who
He picks the replacements.
Oh, he does.
they pick?
Yeah.
I didn't know
His
if like
office.
LeBron did or something.
Anyway. But yeah, Ben Simmons over Kemba Walker. I mean, yeah, that's my pick. Kemba Walker gets a spot. But bigger news, today we had the trade deadline. Cavs redoing the roster. They have very few players that were on the team to start with.
Hey, I have a joke. I have a joke.
What is it?
Better be funny.
The Cavs are going to have to wear name tags to practice.
Westman, you're not allowed to tell jokes on the pod anymore.
No more jokes.
Jesus.
I love it.
Oh God.
I love it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so IT had a good stay. He actually
Jeez.
did not want to leave the Cavaliers. Wesley, I want you to give some advice to IT. I'll read his quote real quick. He said, "I'm tired of being traded," after the Cavs stunned Minnesota 140 to 138 on LeBron's buzzer beater. And then Thomas said, "That's not a good thing, but I just want to be where I'm wanted. I like it here. It hasn't been as planned, but I definitely want to be here. We definitely have a real chance to win an NBA championship, and I want to be a part of that."
Isaiah, good luck with that.
Oh boy.
R.I.P. That's real unfortunate for Isaiah. He went from being in MVP talks for a little bit to being one seed in the East, leading his team. Looked like he was living the dream. Looked like he had
Right.
a real shot over there in the Celtics organization. And then he gets traded to the Cavaliers, has this little hip issue, and he forgets how to play basketball. He's not IT anymore. There's no IT time.
Listen.
He's getting traded to the Lakers for what? Larry Nance and Jordan Clarkson.
Okay.
I've got another joke.
What?
Hey, Isaiah, maybe you should spend less time fixing computers and maybe play basketball. Get it? Because he's IT.
Wes,
All right, Toby, you were saying?
Listen. I'm not. No.
Wes man.
I'm not gonna.
Wes man.
Wes, stop laughing so. Stop pulling a Michael Scott and laughing so freaking hard at your own jokes.
All right, Toby, just continue.
I can't acknowledge it. I'm not going to acknowledge it, but listen. I am going to acknowledge this trade. Okay. First of all, I don't want you to say that Isaiah Thomas is not Isaiah Thomas anymore because that was literally the worst setup for him in Cleveland. But one thing I do want to say is the Celtics absolutely snaked Kyrie Irving. Okay? They don't have Jay Crowder anymore. They don't have Isaiah Thomas anymore. They had to give up a first-round pick that turned into Jason Tatum eventually. So all I'm saying is the Celtics made a great move, and all I can say is I hope for the best for Isaiah Thomas. People have been dogging him. It'll be interesting to see his role in Los Angeles. Producer Deans, do you think he's going to start even in Los Angeles?
Okay, look, I love Isaiah Thomas. I didn't mean to disrespect the man's like that. I truly do think he still has it in him. We just obviously did not see any of it on the Cavs. I really, really hope he succeeds in the Lakers. I think, honestly, with how they're playing right now, IT playing as a backup to Lonzo would not be unheard of.
Oh.
Do I want it to happen? Absolutely not. I want IT to go there, and I want him to take over like he did on the Celtics. I want him to be back in the MVP talks. It's too late for that, but I want him to be back to his MVP style of play. I think he has a shot over in Los Angeles. He's kind of the star of the team now, doesn't have to play behind LeBron. I would not be surprised if he's treated as a role player there, though. He's got to prove himself.
Well,
Hey, I have a joke. I have a joke.
Okay, Pop.
Maybe IT should stop clowning around and play some basketball.
Get it. It.
You get it. IT, it. Okay, that was good.
Okay.
Okay, in my opinion, I think Lonzo should start in front of Isaiah for at least I'd say 20 games at least. Isaiah is still working back from that hip injury. You know, sometimes people don't come back the same player after an injury like that. And I think Lonzo and IT actually have very similar shooting percentages. They're both god awful, but they're similar, right? And Lonzo is building on that rather than Isaiah Thomas staying the same. Lonzo has a lot of potential, and with the guys he's working around now, I mean, he fits in that system.
Right. Do you see any possibility of them starting the 2-point guards, starting both IT and starting Lonzo and not starting KCP?
No, I don't see that.
Okay, so you because I just can't see Magic Johnson taking Lonzo and putting him on the bench.
I agree.
So it's just a baffling move to me, like from both sides. I kind of want to take a look now at the Cavs side of things. They got Jordan Clarkson and they got Larry Nance, and they also they made a lot of moves. Let's focus on the Cavs. Producer Deans, you kind of got the trades there. Do you want to run down kind of what the Cavs did?
All right. So the Cleveland Cavaliers, obviously they traded for Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance, for Isaiah Thomas, Channing Frye, and Cleveland's 2018 first-round pick. But then they also got Dwayne Wade out of there for a second-round pick from Miami.
Which
is protected.
That's disrespectful. That is disrespectful.
Yeah, absolutely.
That man has played a whale of a career. You do not trade a man like that that's going to the Hall of Fame for a second-round pick. You just don't do that.
Well, it was his decision.
Yeah, and he's almost washed up, TCB.
I don't care.
I don't.
I don't
It
care.
doesn't matter.
So you'd rather have Dwayne Wade sit on your bench rather than have him go back to his home city and play
No.
an important role?
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you're trading that man for a second-round pick. You're saying that...
Because of the basketball he's playing right now, not the basketball he played in the past.
Okay. So you think that because Dirk Nowitzki is a defensive just atrocious on defense right now for the Mavericks. You think that trading him for an early second round, late first round pick after all he's done for the NBA would be
he's not worth anything anymore.
That's completely different.
Right now.
How is that completely different?
Because there's no loyalty for Dwayne Wade in the Cavs organization. The loyalty is in Miami.
I just think it's disrespectful. I would never imagine trading a future Hall of Famer for a second round pick that is nearly always irrelevant.
I think it would be more disrespectful to have him sit on your bench.
Either way, whichever way you side, I think we all agree that Dwayne Wade does belong in Miami. I'm happy to see Dwayne Wade back in Miami.
Right.
I think it's sweet that he's going to probably end his career there, hopefully. But then the Cavs had one more move where they acquired Rodney Hood and George Hill for Joe Johnson, Iman Shumpert, Miami's 2020 second-round pick in cash to the Kings, and then they sent Jay Crowder, Derrick Rose, who got released as a free agent, and then a 2024, whatever, that doesn't even matter, to the Jazz. So they got Rodney Hood and George Hill, and they got rid of Shumpert, Crowder, and Rose.
Right. Pop, what do you think about this new look Cavs? Are they better than they were at this time yesterday?
They are definitely defensively better.
Mm.
Larry Nance is better, one of the better defenders in his positions. Anyone but IT is better on defense. Yeah, I think they look better defensively. It's just going to come down to, can they gel together? And can they gel together quickly? And we'll see how it goes. I think the points, each player are almost averaging the same points. Deans, you can stat check me on that. But yeah, I think the Cavs won this trade. They gave up a lot of pieces, but they definitely need to switch it up in Cleveland. And that's what they did. And that's what they needed to do. And hopefully it all turns out.
Right. I think that one of the biggest moves they made in this trade deadline was the acquiring of Rodney Hood. Rodney Hood is one of the most underrated players in the NBA, and that man can shoot the ball very well. Underrated defender. He's long, and I'm very impressed that they were able to pull that one off. George Hill will be a good veteran presence at the point guard as well. But they had to give up a whole heck of a lot, man. They had to give up that first-round pick, Isaiah Thomas. It'll be interesting to see how Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance perform on the defensive side of things, as Pop was saying as well, because, boy, has that defense been atrocious.
I really think this was a huge move for Cleveland. And whether they're better or not, we'll find out. I think it might be a little too early. I think at the very least they're going to be the same. But they got better in a couple different places. I agree with you, Toby. Rodney Hood is very underrated. He's at about 17 points per game, getting close to 10 rebounds a game. He's a very good player, and I think he'll gel with LeBron. And looking at that starting lineup, I think I would start George Hill, Rodney Hood, LeBron, obviously, Tristan Thompson, and when Kevin Love gets back, I think that's going to be a really good lineup. Very efficient, very good defensively, much better than just a few days ago. And I really have a lot of respect for the Cavs GM, LeBron James. Just kidding. Kobe Altman. he's a fairly new guy in there, and I really like what they did here. They recognized that obviously something was wrong, and we had to do something about it. And they went out and did it. They, like you said, they switched up about half the roster. And so we'll see how it turns out, but this is obviously a scramble to see what we can do with our final year with LeBron James.
For sure. I like what you said about how they'll not go down. Like, if anything, they'll stay the same. They really added some pieces that they were weak on. They still don't have their big guy. We didn't see the DeAndre Jordan move like you wanted, Wes.
I was hoping for it.
But we did see George Hill get moved, defensive point guard, and then you guys were talking about Rodney Hood. I do like that they're bringing in a bunch of, like, they're not superstars, but they're perfect pieces for LeBron to play around.
Right.
Because it
Go ahead.
because it is LeBron's team still. Like we saw in Minnesota, he dropped 35, 10 and like 15 assists.
Right.
It is his team. So if you just put people around him, you'll have more success, I think, than trying to add another ball heavy point guard or something like that.
Right, I agree. And I see, here's the thing though, because I agree with you that it's still LeBron's team, but how long it is going to be LeBron's team, he's still an amazing player. He's still the best player in the world, in my opinion, and most people's opinion. But is that going to be in Cleveland the whole time? Are they doing all of these moves just to hope for this year and then just beg and pray that LeBron sticks around, you know? So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
I want to go back to a point either Pop or TCB made. I can't remember. One of y'all said that the Cavs won this trade, and I think right now the Cavs definitely won this trade. I thought it was very interesting to see how the rest of the league was ready and available and very helping to the Cavs in figuring out how to better their organization. Pretty interesting. But we'll see. But I think the Lakers have a lot of potential in winning this trade. They freed up a ton of cap space. They got a couple of guys that will help them out, maybe in the long run. But we'll find out this summer. They have room for 2 max contracts.
Right.
For LeBron James, for Paul George, for Kawhi Leonard, for Klay Thompson, whoever they decide they want.
Yeah, dude, oh my goodness, you think this trade deadline is crazy? Just wait for the summer. Oh my goodness.
Right.
That's what the NBA, since I've started to follow it more, like a lot more this year especially, I realize it's great, dude. It's great. It's the best players in the world playing, and there's a lot of drama and lots of pieces moving, and it's just been a great time. I'd like to touch on after the Cavs, move on from the Cavs a little bit, and I want to talk. Listen, our hometown Pistons, boys, our hometown's Pistons are making some moves. Okay, we're counting the Blake Griffin trade as part of this score, right? 5-0 so far, 4-0 with him in the past 5. And then they flipped Willie Reed and Bryce Johnson today. You guys see that?
Bryce Johnson, who they just got.
Right, and they just got
And
Willie
Willie
Reed.
Reed.
Exactly. So pretty much what they did was they got Blake Griffin, Jameer Nelson, and James Ennis.
James Ennis.
Right. For Avery Bradley, Tobias Harris, Boban in the first round and second round pick. Dude, that sounds a lot freaking better to me than what I thought initially. Okay? I commend Stan Van Gundy. Okay? I commend the ownership there. They're making plays, dude. And that's all I can ask being a Pistons fan.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Jameer Nelson fares in Detroit. Obviously playing a role position. But yeah, it's awesome to see that they're making moves. Bryce Johnson and Willie Reed probably weren't going to be the biggest of factors, and they turned it into James Ennis and Jameer Nelson.
Right.
And a 2022 second-round pick from Chicago. Gotta love
Hey,
those.
no. We traded 2022 second-round picks with Chicago Deans. Come on.
You just
come on,
flipped them.
Get it right.
Right, but we got
Yeah,
Chicago's instead of ours,
Yes.
which
dude.
is
Yeah.
obviously going to be a better pick because we're going to be better than Chicago.
Ooh.
Well, if it's a better pick. Oh wait, yeah, okay.
Right? You see where I'm coming from?
I see where you're going there.
Don't sleep on the second rounders in 2022. Remember that. But yeah, other trades around the league. We'll just go through a couple, and you guys can say who won.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at the ones from today. Okay, so first one, this is a big one. Toronto got Malachi Richardson and sent the Kings Bruno Caboclo.
Hey,
What?
listen. No. This is actually a big trade.
No,
Okay.
come on.
No, Bruno Caboclo is called the Brazilian Kevin Durant. Wait on it.
What?
Wait on it. The man's a legend.
Okay, but other trades. Phoenix got Alfred Payton from Orlando for Memphis's 2018 second round pick.
This was the most disrespectful trade I've seen today. That is for sure. Alfred Payton, my friend, you are a starting level point guard. You got traded for a second round pick. I'm so sorry.
Cap space, TCB, cap space.
He was still on his rookie contract, Bob. There was literally no money.
Yeah, that's just disrespectful. Alfred Payton, please stop playing basketball.
Right. And cut your hair, please.
Yes.
A three-way trade. Emmanuel Mudiay and Portland's second round pick to the Knicks. The Mavericks sent the Nuggets Devin Harris and a second round pick, whatever. I'm not even going to mention the second round picks. Nobody honestly cares. But then the Knicks sent the Mavericks Doug McDermott.
Right. So Emmanuel, who pretty much what you have to decide is Emmanuel Mudiay, Devin Harris, or Doug McDermott
Right.
the better player in
Exactly.
this trade?
Dougie McBuckets, baby.
Yeah, I got to say Doug McDermott.
Dude, I don't know.
Yay.
I think Emmanuel Mudiay. I honestly do. Devin Harris is too old. He was a good player back in the day, though.
Yeah.
But
Well, Moody is getting up there, isn't he?
no,
He's younger.
no. He's really young. He's got to be 25, no more, probably.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mudiay is 21.
Yeah.
Wow,
oh,
I got
yes.
that big time wrong.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was just a rookie the other year, but I knew he played in China for a year. But listen, I'm a big Michigan fan, so please, Trey Burke, don't hurt me. But New York Knicks starting point guard was Trey Burke, and that's just not going to cut it, okay? So they got Emmanuel Mudiay to play some point. Not that this season matters for them, as Deans was saying, RIP to the Kristaps and RIP to the Knicks. But, yeah, I think the Knicks did win this trade.
Absolutely. And honestly, other than the Cavs' big moves and then the Pistons' moves that we talked about, I'm not seeing
Right.
anything too big.
Hold on. I'm jumping in with one more big one that I think is important here.
Okay.
This Nikola Mirotic signing by the Pelicans or trade. Okay, so they traded the Bulls traded Nikola Mirotic in a second rounder for a lot of people. Omer Asik, Tony Allen, who they cut, Jameer Nelson, who's now a Detroit Piston, and a first round pick, pretty much. So they traded Omer Asik and a first-round pick for Nikola Mirotic and a second-round pick. The Pelicans stole Nikola Mirotic, okay? This dude is one of the best shooting big men in the league, if not the best, seriously. And with the absence now of Boogie Cousins, that solidifies their front court even further. They still don't have that guard play, okay? But if they were able to somehow get that guard play down, I see this trade being a huge win for the Pelicans, and I can see them being a pretty good playoff team this year.
Well, yeah, that's
think
that's a huge pickup. They might as well not worry about Boogie anymore. He's worthless.
Yeah, trade him.
No.
Trade him for a first
no.
rounder.
No, that's
Trade
not
him
what I'm saying.
for LaMelo.
God, shut up with your balls, okay?
Wait, time out.
No,
You said
please
the
don't.
Pistons got a 2022 draft pick from the Bulls, or they switched it, whatever.
A second round pick, yeah.
Right.
That could be a LaMelo Ball.
Oh.
Ooh. A little looking ahead.
He's not making the NBA.
That could be LaMelo Ball. He could be the future star of Detroit.
We don't have to
We
wait
can't
till
wait.
then, do we? He just has to be 1 year out of high school, doesn't he?
No, it has to be like 18 or 19.
What is he, 16?
Yeah.
So 2020.
Math that out. Okay.
Something
Someone-
like that.
Hey, you PPs, get on that and get back to us.
Yeah, I'm done fact checking for the night. But is that all we have for trade stuff? I think the Mirotic one is big, as you said. TCB, he's a really good player.
Right.
But seriously, other than that, it's like Luke Babbitt for O'Carl
Right.
White. Who?
Right. Oh, Carl White. Hey, he used to play for the Heat. Number 15. I had him on my team on 2K.
Of course you did.
Yo.
But anyway, I think that's all we're talking for trade deadline. Obviously, it was an awesome day. Woj
sure.
was the all-star of the day.
Dude, what a great NBA insider Woj is he not? I love that guy.
He
He's
took over Twitter for the
fantastic.
day. It was awesome.
Yeah.
He's great.
I had those alerts going, and man, I was sitting in French lit. I was sitting in French lit class, man. I was hype. I did not learn anything today.
Hey, Woj, if you would like to come on the show, just hit us up.
Dude, hey,
Just
all
hit us
you
up.
have to do just hit us up. We will probably have you on if you hit us up. I mean, we've got a long waiting list, but
How about
you
this?
know-
Let's go ahead and put him on the schedule, just down the road, and you know
Right.
what, if he gets here, he gets here.
Sorry,
Right.
Woj. You're just a person. We'll put you just in line. We'll just put you in line. It's
right.
a long wait.
Yep.
You're on the list.
Exactly. Hey, listen. This trade deadline talk was hype, but I'm ready for some segments, baby. I'm ready.
Segment.
Let's
Two
Do it.
Two new
Two of
ones
them?
today.
Oh, let's go.
We're gonna see how these goes. If they suck, PPs, let us know. We will take them out.
Oh, they're not gonna suck.
But they're not gonna suck. All right,
That's
first
right.
one. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh, we're ready.
It's time for crunch time.
Crunch time, baby.
Hey, producer Deans. What is crunch time?
Okay, so crunch time. One of us, me, for this round at least, is gonna crunch something, preferably a snack, something that's edible, and the other three co-hosts are gonna guess what it is, and then I'll release it at the end of the show.
Ooh.
Yeah, you
let's
PPs
do
can
it.
guess too while we're guessing.
Yeah.
PPs play along.
Don't look at my Twitter until you listen to the show. All right, you guys ready?
For shout.
This is my hand in the bag. Any guesses yet?
Put it close to the mic. Put it close
Hey,
to the mic.
Hold on. Do we only get one guess each?
I think that's fair. I think that's what we should do.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, one
okay.
guess each. Okay.
Do you want my hand in the bag again?
Yep.
Hand in the bag.
Okay. Hand in the bag. Any guesses?
No, I don't
No,
want to
no.
guess.
Anybody?
yet.
Anybody
No.
confident
No,
yet?
no guesses.
All
No
right,
guesses
you ready?
yet.
You ready?
Heck no. Yep.
Going in the mouth.
Okay.
Really solid crunch there.
Hey, can
I
you do
need-
one more? One
yeah,
more,
another.
please.
I need another.
I'll eat. I'll eat 3 of them.
It
Okay,
sounded
deal.
wide.
Deans,
You
get it in the
sounded
mic. Get in the mic.
All right.
Producer Deans, yeah.
Okay, ready? Round 2.
Yeah.
Make sure the peepees are hearing.
That one was a higher frequency.
Okay. All right. One more.
I gotta find a good one. That could be a hint.
Wait, he has to find a good one. Okay.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
what it is. All right.
All right.
Okay, now,
All right,
hold
Pop.
on. Do we have to just get the brand of chip or snack or whatever, or does it have to be the flavor too?
Okay, extra bonus points for the flavor.
Okay,
Tiebreaker is
deal.
a flavor.
Deal. Okay. Pop, you can start.
No, you guys go first.
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go,
Okay.
I'll
All right.
go.
All right. Go Wes. Yep.
Cool Ranch Doritos.
Ooh, that's a good guess. All right.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm gonna go.
All right, Pop.
I don't really know what they're called, but they are the Quaker little round things.
Yeah. The Rice
The rice
Crisps.
snacks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the rice.
What do y'all
snacks.
think I eat? Come
Those
on.
are good though. Those are underrated.
Those are darn good. Cheese flavor.
Well
Going
done,
specific.
Pop. Well, hey, good guess.
That's
good
a
guess.
sleeper
Okay.
pick.
Okay.
Dark horse.
Deans, listen. Producer Deans, I closed my eyes, and I saw you. Okay? I saw you reaching
thought I
into
felt
that
that.
bag. I saw you reaching into that bag of flamin' hot Cheetos. Putting one in your mouth.
Ooh.
TCB, They're flaming hot Cheetos.
Holy, oh my god!
Let's
You were
go.
lying. Dude.
I'm
God.
not kidding.
Well
Oh
done.
my gosh.
TCB 1-0 in crunch time. That was simply amazing, my friend. Flaming hot Cheetos.
And I get
Dan-
bonus points, baby. Hey,
Deans, you gotta tweet
Let's
this out. I don't
go.
even believe you. I don't even believe you right now.
Major respect.
I'll show you. I'll show you the video. Here it is. Flaming hot.
wait.
They're flaming
Oh my
hot.
god.
Right
Hold on,
there.
I gotta look.
God.
I gotta look. Let me look.
Oh my.
Oh yeah.
This
Let's
is.
go.
Oh my god.
All right,
Rigged.
PPs.
Rigged.
Careful when you're eating snacks because apparently Toby watches you. That was simply amazing.
PPs, tweet us what you guessed.
Yes. Respect.
All right, that was crunch time. That was fun for me. That was
fun for me, baby.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that because I want to do that again. But our next segment, new segment, idea from one of our co-hosts, Pops, is unpopular opinion. Unpopular opinion. Look at that. So who wants to start with this one? Literally, you just say an opinion that is generally unpopular for the population. Pop, you start.
I'll go first. Yeah, I'll go first. My unpopular opinion. My first one. I have two. First one is bacon is disgusting. It is bad, folks.
Wait, like bad for you or it tastes bad?
Both.
Oh my.
You're telling.
It's greasy.
Wait.
It's hear me out.
Okay, fine.
Eating bacon alone, too salty, too greasy, and sometimes you have to find a good balance of crunchy and like almost like, how would I call it, rubbery? Not rubbery. Like
No, that's fair. That's fair.
chewy.
I know what you're talking about.
guess. And if you don't have that consistency, it's just not good bacon. So why would you eat it? When there's so
That
like
hurts me to hear
sausage
that
is
come out of
good.
your mouth. That hurts.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Like
Okay,
don't get
Pop.
me wrong, I'll put bacon on a hamburger or something.
I'm
Right.
sorry.
By
I
itself.
think we have to move on from that. That's just. Oh.
No. I want to say one thing, Pop. This is just another piece of evidence as to the fact that you hate America. Okay.
And your takes
Bacon-
are awful.
Right. And bacon is an American food. Listen,
Think-
hey, Pop. Are tacos bad?
Absolutely not.
I didn't think so.
But listen, where does bacon come from?
Pigs.
Pigs.
Pigs are the grossest animals ever. They roll around in mud and you eat that?
That doesn't get in the
Yeah.
bacon.
And I
Gross.
love it.
Gross. That's gross.
Okay, fair. Hey, I listen, I've got an unpopular opinion. I'm sticking with the food route, but this one is actually legit. You guys want to know what the worst food ever is? It's cheese. All kinds of cheese.
Oh.
If you
Every
know-
single kind of cheese is horrid.
If you know TCB, you instantly pair him with not liking cheese.
That's right, dude. That's what I'm known for. It's unfortunate that I'm known for that. I don't really do much else, but I don't like cheese because it's the worst food in the whole world.
That breaks my heart.
So far,
sorry,
my
Pop.
sandwich does not include bacon or cheese, and it's not even worth eating at this point.
Yep.
Wesley, go ahead.
Okay, I think I've got a really good one. You guys probably don't relate to this. I might have a couple PPs that would relate. I'm born and raised in Charlotte, Southern, and then I moved to Michigan, and
Mid-Atlantic.
I found out people called soda pop.
Oh my god.
Pop is a sound. Soda is a drink. At this point, it's a fact. It's not an opinion.
That is just wrong. I
This
don't
is
know.
blasphemous.
Right. I can't comment, Pop or producer Deans, because of it's just make my ears bleed. Okay. Pop is pop. Mountain Dew is a pop.
Wait,
Root beer,
let me
a
say
pop.
it like you guys. Pop.
Yeah, a pop.
Let me say it like y'all. Soda.
Yeah, let me say it like y'all.
Just let me get a cold glass of soda. Screw that. No, it's pop.
It's pop. Listen, this is in honor of my favorite Prattle co-host. Okay. It's pop.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank. TCB,
Right?
I
No,
appreciate
no,
it.
no. Pop is a co-host, not a drink.
Shit,
It's
I can't-
Prattle
Hey.
underscore
I mean,
pops, not
so-
Prattle underscore sodas.
Yeah. Hey, do you listen, Wes? Are you telling me if pop was not a drink, producer pop or Prattle pop, you wouldn't drink that? I'd be drinking that.
I drink that.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, producer Danes, you got an unpopular opinion?
I got one, yeah. I'm moving to the music route. So you guys know who Camila Cabello is?
No.
I do.
This song right here, maybe? Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, that song's horrid.
She's garbage. That song is garbage. I never want to listen to a Camila Cabello song ever in my life. Trash.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, listen. I side with you. That
It's
song is
awful.
so bad.
It's so annoying.
It is.
And
It
she's not
is.
even a good singer.
No, she's bad. I that's a great opinion. That should not be unpopular at all.
Camila, if you're listening to this, you're better than me. I'll give you that. But
Right. We're never having you on the show,
no,
Camila.
yeah, no, you're not coming on the
Camilla,
show because you're
Camilla.
bad.
I don't listen.
It's
I don't know how to say
I
your
have
name.
I have a website up, so I knew how to say it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Camila Cabello.
Caballo.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
who
me and
cares?
my Spanish accent.
Okay, that was great.
Pop, you got
Good
two?
job, Danes.
You got a second one?
After
Me?
you're saying
Oh,
music
Pop.
one, your music
Okay.
one, EDM Twitter's trash. They just have a loud voice. Don't ever listen to EDM. It's garbage. Side note.
Okay.
And my official second one. Unpopular opinion. Primetime Mac Robertson is a fraud. Bleep.
Wait, why didn't you bleep the first one?
Dean's just bleep that whole thing out.
Fraud,
the
bleep,
whole thing
bleep.
out. Bleep.
All right, I'll actually bleep out the
I
first one,
actually
and
did
then
swear.
I'll just have you say bleep for the
Yeah.
second part.
Okay. Mac Roberts is a fraud.
Oh, God.
I think
All right, that's just
enough
more work
said,
for
He
me.
right?
didn't. He didn't want to come on the pod.
He didn't
Right.
want to come on pod. Why not?
Right.
He's an alleged national champion.
Don't even believe it.
And allegedly on
Well, it-
taper.
Right.
Oh, but he
Alleged
can
national
put in 6
championship.
hours a fortnight?
Yeah.
Come on, cuh.
Alleged national champion. It wasn't even recorded. Handful of people were there. Did it actually happen? We will never know.
We'll need to have him on the show.
Hmm.
He'll be facing sanctions,
Mac-
but we'll have him on the show.
Mac Robertson, come on the show to defend yourself. I'm
Right.
calling you out. Fraud.
Okay. Well done, Pop. I don't think that's that unpopular. Westman, do you have another one?
I don't. No.
Okay. Listen, I'm going to keep it in the sports realm then. And I'm going to go with this is an easy one for me, but it's probably going to be unpopular with you guys. Listen, the Cavs made all these moves, but for what, dude? They're going to lose in the first round of the playoffs.
Whoa.
Sheesh.
First round.
That's right. First round of the playoffs, they're going to be done.
I'm holding you to that, TCB.
I feel confident. I feel like silky smooth. I feel like I just predicted flaming hot Cheetos coming out of another man's mouth. I feel great.
All right, I got a little sound bite of Alan saying sheesh, so I'm going to insert that right here.
Sheesh.
And that's my opinion on that take there, TCB.
Okay.
But I do appreciate the take after the flaming hot Cheetos prediction. You are on a
Yes,
roll.
sir.
So
Yes, sir.
just because of that, I do have to respect that take. I won't be
Appreciate it.
surprised if the Cavs get eliminated in the first round anymore.
Thank you. You guys
But-
can come back to episode 8 of the Prattle, the best one yet, and you will be able to see that I made that prediction.
Exactly. But PPs, I think that's all we got on today's pod. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate it. And as TCB said earlier, we love interaction with our listeners. We love
For
staying
sure.
in touch with our PPs. So send us questions. Let us know how the new segments went. Give us ideas for our show. Anything, really. We hope you enjoyed the show, the best one yet. And I'll talk to you guys later.
Definitely. Thanks a lot, guys.
Adios.
Peace out.